Michael, I'm sure the spectators here will have enjoyed that as a game. Did you enjoy it?
It's a different type of game. I like the way the lads took the information at half time. We try to get the message on quite. It's difficult when you can't do any work. You know, Tim, the analyst, has had to try and work out 45 players, how they're going to play and what they're going to play. So it is difficult, and all these young teams, they can all handle football and they can all move it around, and we want to go and win the ball within one pass rather than coming back together, getting our shape and pressing from there. But that's key. The players want to impress, so they're almost they're doing the wrong thing by trying to impress. So they took the information at half time. I thought the first goal was offside, and we had quite a few chances, so I think 3-1 wasn't quite the right scoreline anyway. And then we knew we'd get opportunities if we did things properly, and like I said, we could have gone and scored quite a few more in the second half. So yeah, pleased overall.
What did you say to them at half time?
We just wanted to do something slightly different. So normally we cut off the fullbacks, but we wanted to let the ball go to the fullback and work from there. And it's something that we've been looking at as a staff. We've not actually talked to the players about. We've got quite a bit of work to do it on Thursday, already planned. So it was good that we sort of implemented that in the second half. It's just something we're looking at. The potential we might have to flick to every now and again, so we can change the way we defend.
You made a positional change at half time with switching Will Boyle and Jacob Greaves. What was the thinking behind that?
I just thought they both looked uncomfortable where they were, not so much. Boyle, he's used to it, but Jacob looked like he was a young player today. It's a different game in the middle of the pitch. Toes does it really, really well. Boyle did it really, really well. So it's something we just wanted to have a look at in the first half. It was something we were thinking about doing in the first half at Oldham. Putting Boyle on and moving Greavesy into the middle. It looked a lot more settled. But that also, Greavesy didn't get a lot of help in the first half because he was getting pressed and things that we were doing wrong. We were running onto them, rather than dropping right out, and then it's difficult to come and press them. But they're little tactical things that we addressed at half time.
And good resilience to come back from being 3-1 down. Yeah,
there's definitely that in the group. There's a togetherness, there's a drive, they'd have been disappointed to lose the home record in this type of game, but they are difficult. They put 5 on Newport, because they're carefree. They just keep playing. If they concede a goal, they're not bothered. They don't change what they do. And even at the end there, they're still having a go. So they're difficult games for a reason. That's why they're in the competitions. It's good for them, good for us, and it's not. Rowan's got through 90 minutes there. That's a big positive.
And clearly the standout performer in terms of goals was Jonty Smith. How pleased are you for him? Yeah,
good for him to get off the mark. He could have scored a couple more as well. I'm not quite sure the one didn't go in. Obviously, we'd like to have to get off the mark, but there was some good goals. And I think Longy's been involved in 3 unbelievable crosses, and in the first half he put 3 or 4 good balls in as well. So if I was a centre forward, I'd like, when the ball's coming to him, I'd make me run off his first touch, because he puts it in on the money nearly all the time.
And overall, you're happy with what you've seen tonight?
Well, yeah, it's a win. We got minutes into the players. No injuries, I don't think so at the minute. So it was a good night all round. Eventually.
And finally, you had the opportunity to bring on a youngster right at the end, Aaron Evans-Harriott. Tell us a little bit about him.
Bubbles, I can't remember his name. It's too long. He's someone that he's a real technician. Obviously, he's tiny, so he needs to work on his physicality. He's not going to grow, but we can get him bigger and stronger. But in the one pocket that he got on the ball, I think he played 3-1-2s, and we got a shot off the end of it. It would have been a hell of a goal, that. So we just thought it was an opportunity to give him a little taste of what it's like. He looked young against young players there, but I think he's 16, and it's just someone we just wanted to expose a little bit, see how we handled it.
Michael, thanks so much.
Cheers, mate.
Michael, when did because obviously Tom Chamberlain caught your eye last season, didn't you, when you were watching it, one of your first games after taking over? When did Bubbles catch your eye for the first time?
I've not seen a lot of him, and normally plays in a wide area, but he's got good understanding. He's got 2 good feet. He's a jinker. He's not like Alex, where he's going to blast his way away from somebody, but technically he's very, very good. And they say you need to expose players sometimes, and he was a little bit rabbit in the headlights for the first couple of minutes, but then he settled into it, and you never know how they're going to react. And hopefully that'll give him a bit of a shot in the arm, and he can not. Well, it'd be nice if he could physically grow from it, but he can't. But it's someone that, particularly in the academy, they're quite excited about him. So they pushed him. So it was like, all right then, I'll have a look at him.